the connection between processor and memory, how data is going to exchange between these two units. So just remember always what is the role of each of these registers. Instruction register, it always holds the instruction that is currently being executed, and program counter holds the address of the instruction to be fetched next. Then these are the general purpose registers used for storing the data temporarily. Then memory data register, MDR, so holds the data. What's the data? The data either it may be taken from memory and placed into MDR, or from MDR it may be returned to the memory. And then memory address register holds the address of the memory, either for read or write operations. So these are the important registers that are used to make connection between the processor and memory. So we'll just understand step by the common steps that are involved in executing instruction, common step. So later we can take one example how the connection or the data transfer takes place between the processor and memory can be understand using those examples. So these are the steps I am going to explain. Those are used commonly for all the instructions. Always the program resides in the memory, usually get through the input unit. With the help of input unit, the data is going to be stored into the memory. The execution of the program starts when PC is set to point to the first instruction of the program. First instruction of the program. The content of PC are transferred to MAR. This is the first. Always remember, when execution starts, there is no instruction in the processor. Okay, the address of the instruction, it is present in the PC, and that address should be transferred to MAR. Why? Because it is required to read that instruction from memory and transfer to the processor. That address is placed into MAR and read signal is generated by the control unit. Then after time required to access the memory elapses, that means it takes some amount of time to read the data from main memory and transfer to the processor, because it has to go to that particular location, okay, read the content, transfer the content through the bus to the memory. It requires some amount of memory access time. Once that memory access time is elapsed, so the data is ready and it should be loaded into MDR. So here this is the instruction, so that instruction is loaded into MDR. From now, the content that is, or the instruction that is present in MDR or transferred to IR. Now the instruction is ready to be decoded and executed. Okay, once the instruction is transferred to IR, it is going to decode the instruction. When it is doing the decoding, it comes to know that what is the operation to be performed. Is it requires any ALU operation, or it is a just data transfer instruction. Accordingly, it is going to perform the operation. If the instruction involves operation by the ALU, it is necessary to obtain the required operands. Either it may be the operands are specified as registers, or it may be a memory allocation. An operand in memory is fetched by sending its address to MAR and initiating a read cycle. When the operand has been read from the memory to the MDR and it is transferred to MDR to ALU. Then after one or two such steps, a repeated cycle, because it depends on the operand specified. Is it the operand only one operand is the memory, the value is stored in the memory. Another is if it is in the register, it requires only one cycle to fetch the data from the memory. If both the operands are specified as memory locations, and then it requires two cycles to get the data. If the result of this operation is stored in the memory and result is sent to the MDR, okay, whatever the operand value it is getting from the MDR memory, and that is stored to MDR. From MDR it is sent to the ALU to perform the required operation. When it is doing these steps, so in between the PC is going to be automatically incremented so that point to the next instruction address. That means you need to remember, when processor is executing a first instruction, PC is pointing to the address of the second instruction. That means PC is holding the address of the second instruction. It is going to automatically increment and it will be holding the address of the next instruction. So here you can just see PC, this is the initial address, and incremented to the next instruction address PC plus 4. Why it is 4? I'm going to explain in the next chapter. Okay, just remember PC is incremented so that it is pointing to the address of the next instruction. So these are the steps need to be followed to execute any of the instructions. So you can just take example with different operands. So you can just take this example and understand. So here the operands are just specified as registers and this is memory location, and try to understand these basic steps. What are the steps it requires to execute these instructions? So that is how the given instruction is going through all these basic steps to be executed by the processor.